Welcome to the Foras Portal. My name is Robert. In this video, I'm going to show you how to register a company or any business as an employer on the Foras Portal so that you can benefit from all of its job placement services. Alright, so the first thing, we're going to go ahead and click on the browser. I'm using Opera. You can use whatever browser you have, whether it's Google Chrome or Firefox or anything else, Safari for example. So let's go to foras-jobs.com, that's the portal, and click here on employer login. This is for employers like businesses, companies. This is for job seekers. Employer login, and then click on new registration. This is the form that needs to be filled out to have your business registered as an employer. So choose a username. For example, this is my username that I am going to choose. You can click here to check if this is available, because sometimes usernames are taken by other people. So choose a password. Just hover over this question mark. It will tell you that there needs to be a minimum of 8 characters, maximum 30, and must contain at least one number, should be alphanumeric, and must contain at least one letter. So I'm going to choose my password. And then, is your company a private sector, public sector, semi-government, non-profit? Choose one. Let's say it's a private sector, and then what is the name of your company? This is the full name, for example, Grabber Training Services, for example. This is not a real company, of course. I'm just making up a name for that. So company industry is the industry for the company. Like, what does your company do? In what industry is it working? Is it an accounting and auditing company, advertising company, or education training? Let's say in this case, my company is an education training and library industry company. So the size of my company would be, let's say, 1049 people. A company profile. So this is my company profile. It's a training. Robert Training Services is a human capacity development organization based in Erbil, for example. You can add more, of course. I'm just putting one line in here because I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. You can, let's say, type in a full description or profile for your company. This helps job seekers to have a better understanding of what the company is and what they can expect from this company. This is the address where your company is located, is based. But because this does not have this red asterisk like here, this is not obligatory information. It's not mandatory to fill in these fields. You can just leave them as they are, but you can, of course, fill them in if you would like to. Country, what is the country of origin for that company? Let's say this is a local company from Erbil, and type in the website. Let me make up a website for my company. So, okay. And this is if you have a promotional video or and something that introduces the reader to your company, and it's somewhere on the web, let's say on YouTube, you can insert the link here so that when they see a job description posted by you, they can watch the video. Contact information. This information is basically for the person who has registered this account. Let's say I am the owner of this, let's say the CEO of this company. This would be my personal information, not my company information. So I'm going to put in my information in here. Let's say I am the HR manager of this company. Because this is part of the recruiting process, usually HR department is the relevant department, but it can be anyone in the company. The country, again, this is my information where I am from as the HR manager of this company. So I'm going to put in the information in there. I'm gonna insert a phone number. This phone number is basically between you and the Foras team. Nobody else has access to this one. But this phone number, however, is different. And as you can see, this one is not mandatory. You don't have to put this number in here. It's not like this one. But contact number for the job seekers, which means if you insert a phone number in here, job seekers will see it. Of course, not all job seekers who are on the portal. Nobody can see this phone number on the portal. This will not be available. But we have another application. It's an SMS-based application that people who have phones but don't have access to internet, they can use that application to look for jobs. And this is basically working with all the operators like Korak, Zain, and SSL, and it's free of charge. So people basically send an SMS text to 1025 with the word job, J-O-B, in the text message. So the system is going to respond to them automatically and ask them questions like, what's your name, where do you live, and in what sector are you looking for a job? So at the end of like 9 or 10 questions, the system is going to send them job opportunities based on that information it collects from the user by responding to the system. And these job opportunities will be, of course, pulled from the portal, from this job portal. So on that SMS service, on that job search tool, this phone number will be visible to job seekers. So at the end of the query, when job seekers send messages to the 1025 service, they will get responses like, here are 3 job opportunities, job vacancies that match with your search. This job is, let's say, for a secretary vacancy in Rubber Training Services Company, which is based in Erbil, and this is the phone number. This is where it will show up. If this phone number is not there, if you do not put anything in there, instead of a phone number, a link will show up in that message, a link to this job on the portal. So it will direct them to the portal. And in that case, if they have internet access, they can just click on it and then go to the portal. If they don't, then they can just copy the link, or whenever they have the chance to, whenever they have access to internet on a computer, they can use the link to directly go to the job that the system sends them. So for now, you can just leave this as is, don't put anything in there. robert.training@gmail.com, and then confirm the email. Now, additional questions. How many employees do you plan to hire in the next 6 months? If you're now planning to hire any employees in the next 6 months, you can just choose the lowest. And if you know what you're doing in the next 6 months, you can choose, accordingly. So choose this one, and then when do you plan to start hiring? Immediately, within 1 month. Not sure. Let's say I'm not sure. And then, of course, you will, by clicking on in these have already been selected, which means you will receive newsletters and emails and recommended jobs from Foras. You can also deactivate them, so register. Okay, as you can see now, my registration is complete. I completed the registration of my company, and this is the dashboard page. The dashboard page, this page. The dashboard page of my company's account on Foras, the dashboard page basically summarizes the whole account, like the different things that you can do on the account, like searching for CVs of candidates for your position, the notification center, recommended CVs based on the job descriptions that you post, of course, and the jobs that you have posted will be here. Message center is here, tasks, and so on. One thing that I need to tell you here is that although I have completed the registration of my account, my company as an employer on Foras, I cannot post a job and I cannot look for CVs. I cannot search for CVs of candidates and see people's CVs, resumes, unless Foras team approves my company, approves this account. And why is that important? Is because Foras needs to make sure that any company that registers on Foras portal is a real company, not some sort of fake company, so that it's not easy for anybody to go onto the portal, register a fake company, and start posting jobs that do not actually exist. If that happens, if anyone could register a company and start posting jobs, and these were fake jobs, and the company was fake, job seekers here would be applying to so many different jobs, and they would never get any reply from those jobs, and they would be really disappointed, frustrated. So Foras needs to make sure that jobs are real jobs, companies are real companies. That's why this approval is there. And there are two methods this approval is done. One is that to create this account like I did now and wait for the Foras team to approve it, which will need anywhere between 24 hours to a week, I guess, depending on how soon they can approve it. The other thing is to call Foras once you have created the account and you're ready to post jobs. You can call Foras and say, I just created this account with this username and password. I have this company, it's a real company, and this is how you can, this is my information, my address, and all of that, so they can verify it and approve it as soon as possible. Alright, this is the end of this video. In the next video, I am going to show you how you can post a job